All right, it is that time. Where's Noble? There is our little hyena friend. Just do a little bit of an adjustment, and there we are. It is here. It is time. Back for some more Modern, my favorite Magic the Gathering format, with a deck list that I have realistically been wanting something to happen with. I love Grixis Death Shadow. And very long time friend of, well, the channel's while I've been doing it, and just a really good friend of mine too. I quite like this person. Resto Kiki has done some great work with this list. This list we're playing is incorporating Bowmasters, and this was taken to second place by Fried Liver Attack in the challenge on the 1st of this month. So big ups there for taking this through a very competitive and somewhat hostile, I don't want to say hostile, but when the premier removal is like Solitude, Death Shadow, you would not think that's where it is, but here it is. So, what are we doing? Well, if you played Death Shadow, you kind of know. You have your Painful Mana base, you got your Vents, your Graves, your Blood Crypts, standard stuff, right? Wait, your Shocks, your 4 of Thoughtseize, never leave home without the 4 of, at least in my opinion. I'm sure, as I said, someone like Resto or someone might have a little bit more clarity. I do quite like Death Shadow. I play it a bit, but I always am best served by a full 4 of. But you're using that as your early disruption. And of course, we've got things like Spell, Pierce, Bolt, Heat in our 1-mana interaction suite, along with our Thoughtseizes. And then on up the chain, we have Drown in the Loch. This list only running the 1 of Terminate. We're not seeing as much Murktide as what we're used to. So I can see it. Don't know personally, I might swap the K command for the other Terminate, but I, at day's end, do ultimately think it is fine. But what is really breaking this up is the Orcish Bowmasters. Just a great on-curve answer for Ragavan on turn 2. Like, just a fantastic one. Orcish Bowmasters, 1 black for a creature Orc Archer with Flash. When Orcish Bowmasters enter the battlefield, and whenever an opponent draws a card except for the first one, they draw in each of their draw steps. So if they draw on your turn at all, it's automatically going to trigger this thing, if I'm not utterly mistaken. Orcish Bowmaster deals 1 damage to any target, so we're finishing off the fairies, we're killing Ragavans, we're killing Undelirium DRCs, and they amass Orcs 1. So we get a 1/1 Orc army, or an Orc army that's 0/0 that has +1/+1 counter, and that counter will get added too, just like the amass mechanic out of War of the Spark, or War for the Spark. I don't remember which it was. Not important, but that is a great. So that's already a relatively good rate. 2 bodies, 1/1s for 2 with Flash, so that's good. Irrelevant text in the ping. And the fact that it accrues value is a huge thing. And that's going to be the main change up. We're only on the 2 Underworld Breach. Again, more proficient pilots of this list might have opinions on that. I would almost assure you that they do. But I think 2 is fine. We've got our Baubles, we've got our Bolts for that value. And realistically, other than that, we are kind of just the bog standard list. We do have Chalice in the side to shore up that matchup against Cascade. EE pulling a lot of heavy lifting. Cascade, or specifically Rhino's Cascade. Hammer just as well as creativity, just a generic catch-all card. The fact that we can go up to all 5 colors of mana thanks to Monkey Treasure, should we so need to, is just fantastic. Great sideboard card. I usually just, unless I'm playing creativity, I don't leave home without at least 2 in my sideboard. Just a fantastic card. Hearse. Graveyard Hate that becomes a threat. Enough said. Also, Chalice, helping to further dumpster the Living End matchup, which is already a favorable matchup for us. Bowmasters is going to be an interesting include in that one, like getting that ping, growing that army. The fact that even if they have us under, if they're like opening hand is a wayline, we just have so much we don't care. Drown in the Loch, even if they like keep their yard fill, is just a hard counter to Living End, so it's going to be fantastic. Also, as said, Terminate, get those big things like your Murktides, etc. K-Command, just some grind for the mid-rangey matchups. Shattering, just artifacts against Hammer. Buying back creatures, just huge. Tourach, fantastic card, especially if you could cheat it out on turn 3 with Monkey kicked. Pretty good. And just all around protection, basically protection from Solitude, from Prismatic Ending, and why am I blanking on this? Leyline Binding. Of course, we have Mystical Dispute, help those counter heavy matchups, counter the Omnaths, counter the Murktide regions as they try and come down, all for 1 mana. And realistically, a 3 mana leak isn't great, but when that's the floor, that's still fine. Dress down, acts as a pumps for our shadows, blanks those pesky elementals that might ruin our day, utterly fantastic. And Flusterstorm, help us win the counter wards, fantastic against any sort of Cascade deck. That's the list. It is a rock solid 75. Other than the inclusion of Bowmasters, not the biggest departure we've seen, but just a rock solid 75 all in all. So I'm going to throw up the BRB here. No, we just got here, but we're going to be restarting Moto because I wanted to make sure I was actually able to rent those Bowmasters. And because of that, I hopped on like in a heartbeat. As soon as I saw them, I got them, and sorry about that, just seeing a quick text there. And we are getting logged into Moto. Like I said, I wish Moto was a little bit more stable, you know? That way I wouldn't have to do this every time, but you just can't trust it. I mean, truth be told. So we're going to hop into, it seems weird saying this again, but we're going to be hopping into the competitive Modern League. And we're going to see what this list can do. Like I said, the only thing I might have swapped is I would have found room for... Honestly, Magic Corbin has been treating me very well, really. I mean, the One Ring is annoying, but I've not really run into it too much because it is hard to writ on Moto. That's why we're doing some Grixis Death Shadow with the Bowmasters. I'm honestly trying to see if I'm gonna be selling myself on Bowmaster. It's just so expensive. It's so many tickets for the One Ring right now. And let's face it, those Omnath decks were called money piles for the longest time for a reason. They're just a very expensive decks. They're very good decks. Not exactly my sort, but they're incredibly powerful. Written in 6 to Fairy, Solitude, Fury, Omnath. I think it's just the sheer, like, people are, it's just so sought after on Moto, because so many people are just wanting to get into the quote-unquote best deck in Modern right now, that even with people drafting like crazy at opening their chest, it's going to be a long, well, I don't want to say a long time. It's going to be probably like August before supply and demand kind of meet one another in that center spot where it falls into what it should be. And also, there's still the hype, like everyone was hyping it up as the most broken card to hit Modern, which I will say it is good. A fog that accumulates card draw, and like after you've taken your 5-6 damage to draw your 4 or 5 cards off of it, you just play another and you get another fog effect and you get to start the card draw all over again. So it's just a really, really pushed card. I mean, I do see why Wizards kind of designed it that way, because let's face it, if you're the Lord of the Rings set and the One Ring isn't amazing, it sucks. Oh, geez. Well, let's hop on over to the store while we wait for us to queue. And yeah, $5. $5. So if you're of the gambling persuasion, you know, like I'm just gonna flat tell you, if we can get into a league tonight, and I can, if I get a chest, if I open a Lord of the Rings pack, I'm opening it for you all in stream. Like 100%, 110%. Yeah, ooh, nice. Did you get the alt art, or what exactly version did you get? Or did you just get the, I mean, the regular version is still worth like 20-ish bucks, so it is. I mean, that's still not bad. Like, that's, the One Ring is just an expensive card. Oh, we keep, I think we just hard keep. Yeah, we've got Monkey, we've got Spell Pierce, we've got Drown. So, okay, opponent. And we could be up against Scam here. That, ooh, looks like we're in the mirror. DRC. Bauble. Okay, so our Drown's gonna be live pretty soon. So I'm liking this. Ooh. Nice. I mean, I kind of want to get some One Rings, but I'm just not playing a deck in paper that really needs it. I think it's going to be one of those, we're going to see, like, if, because we can put them in any deck, should we? And that's going to be a great question, you know. My gut tells me no. Just because you can jam it in anything or everything doesn't mean you ought to. You know, we could come back. Yes, exactly. Ooh, looks, oh, this is going to be a fascinating matchup. We're up against, oh, do we force the Strip Mine with Ragavan? We drew another one. Do we force the Strip Mine with Ragavan and hope they can't play anything out, and then we just drop Shadow? Or do we just, what do we... Yeah, exactly. Like, there's just so much power that you can get with that. You know what? I'm gonna see, let's see if they strip mine themselves here. I'm gonna play out the Monkey. This could be super greedy, but we have Death Shadow in hand, and we can just go DRC Death Shadow next turn, or Monkey Death Shadow next turn, since we drew a second Monkey. So 2 mana Strip Mine, or do we get to connect and hopefully draw something that, ooh, we're connecting. Now that would have been sweet, but alas, it was not meant to be. So we're going to play out our DRC. We're going to be going down to 9, but I'm fine with that. Exactly. It is really a turbo. It can really be a turbo fog card. All right. Let's go ahead, let's bolt here and see what we get. I want to kill the DRC. Yeah, we can put that in the graveyard pretty easily, I feel like. I think we want to go ahead. I think we're just pushing in as much as we can here. We play out our Death Shadow. And say go. A 4/4 is looking like a pretty good beater. And then if they don't drop more creatures, I think the odds of us... Oop. What have we got here, opponent? Another land is rough for us, to say the least. Soulscar Mage getting that prowess, but and clearing both of our blockers might not be good. But this does involve them throwing a bunch of spells at Death Shadow, because Death Shadow is going to be humongous. We drown in the Loch. You know, we've got a lot. Okay, Swifty is fine. Okay, opponent chooses not to attack. Okay, Swamp is pretty good. I'm gonna get in with Shadow. Because we can... Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast the monkey just to... Oh, I am not surprised a Historic Turbo Fog List would want the One Ring. Like, that seems what that... Like, for that deck, that just is right up its alley. You know, like... Because you're doing everything that it wants to. Like, you're dragging the game out. Yeah, that's fine. We will counter that. Oh, interesting. Opponent is Spell Piercing. Looks like they're trying to push all in. They can take down one of our things. Unfortunately, we cannot pay for that. So, let's see here. I'm hoping we get something, that way they can't just double Lava Dart us here. Okay, so they kill... Yeah, that was a good call on opponent's part. Let's bin it. Okay, so we're taking 4. They're going to get to Bauble to draw a bunch, so... looking a little rough here, but... Yeah. They get a bunch of prowess triggers, but the real question is, can they kill us and leave back a blocker? This is awkward for them. They had to spend that... You know, we weren't going to get there. We weren't going to get Delirium on DRC anyways, so that's kind of is what it is. And it looks like opponent is doing the draw as much as they can. Why, yes, opponent, I will gladly give you this. And no problem, Corby, if you have to go AFK, feel free to. Alright. And if we draw a removal spell, okay, that's not a removal spell, unfortunately. Let's get the mountain. And let's smash in with Death Shadow. Alright, let's see if they decide to take it here. They probably do. Okay, they do block. That's fine. Alright. Alright, our little monkey getting in. Now, they're back up to 3 cards in hand. We only have a Spell Pierce, unfortunately, so... 4 cards, wow. Through the Breach. Heck of a magic card, that Through the Breach. let's go ahead. I'm just going to try to make them chew through as much of their resources as they can. This could be a bad idea, but I'm trying to make it as awkward as they can to kill us. They might have the kill in hand. It is prowess, and we are very low. So we're going to be whipping off the top of our deck. All right. If they drop a creature and we draw a removal spell... Okay, yeah, they've got the mutagenic. That's almost assuring lethal. Yeah. All right, so let's begin the sideboarding process. Prowess is a tricky one, but I do quite like it. I do like more kill spells, and I do like EE a lot. As much as I do want to show off what Bowmaster can do, this might not be the matchup for it. We're a little bit more controlling than what they are, because they sort of live and die by the creatures, but they have to draw cards, and Bowmaster does kind of stop that. So I think I'll go with my old heuristic of no Thoughtseize in this matchup. Now the question is, I don't hate Mystical Dispute. We'll try it. This is a purely trial thing. You know, we could fall flat on our face. That happens. It is Magic. We're going to be on the play, so that is good. If we get a monkey, we just throw it out turn 1. Well, it's very controlling, so I'm going to say keep. Upkeep. And we're going to let them do the messy part of lowering our life total for us. And I think my old Shadow heuristic of Blood Crypt. Okay. And again, I don't feel a need to, Oh, and double Bowmasters. That's an intriguing card. I'm glad we're getting to see them this game. I think they're going to be pretty huge. I was about to side them out, and I think I was strictly wrong in doing so. All right, DRC. You know, I hate to go low here, but this is going to require a lot of answers out of an opponent here, so let's just go whatever, black. Get those Bowmasters down and get them going. They could have Spell Snare. Ooh. Trigger. Let's see. Okay, opponent might be trying to kill this in response. That's fine. We still get a token. Okay, they bolt it. They're looking desperately for a way to save this DRC. They might find it. They do have quite a few card types. All right, so we do get that. Getting that 2 for 1. I mean, we're going to have to chump here. Well, you know what? We could take it and... Okay. Ooh, opponent. Very angry indeed is our opponent. Wanting to try and put us as low as possible early. I can't say that I blame them. Yeah, I think we do this. We do the mountain first. I don't really feel the need to rush to lower our life total. Our opponent's going to do all that hard work for us. All right, they do that. All right, that is going to bait out the Pierce. Because I want to keep this... And then let's go. I don't like giving them a free draw here, but if we can wipe their board, I'd say we do that. Keeping prowess in check with no creatures is usually best. And we're gonna have the ability to hold Orcish Bowmasters and drown in the Loch next turn. Okay, double drown is a beautiful thing for us. We're more than likely going to swam this Bowmasters. Okay. Third land out of prowess. Soulscar Mage is okay. If they... Let's see, do they have a Lava Dart? Okay, they've got 2 cards in hand. They might kill this Bowmaster. We'll see. We'll give them a chance. Alright, so... I'm just gonna ping there. They're just in case... I don't think they're gonna let me kill it, but... Alright. Blue. Oh. Cancel. It helps if you tap the mana right, I find. Blue. Alright, and we'll do that. Honestly, if I can get them to dump their entire hand to deal with this, and then we kill that, that's kind of where we want to be. We now have 2 blockers. We're just looking for a capable threat. Oh. Oh, that's a... That's a threat, people. Alright. If you want to come in, opponent, I'm going to be fine with it. I just don't want them getting too much value off of a... think, brain. Off of a Underworld Breach. Now, if we get a Breach, we're going to do that, and we're going to just... That's going to be a no, opponent. That's going to be a big old no. Honestly, the biggest meta shift I've noticed personally is... Okay, you know what? Yes. The biggest meta shift I've noticed with Lord of the Rings is that, instead of creativity, you're seeing a lot more 4-color control, just because of the One Ring. It kind of shores up the matchup against creativity, and... Okay, so we're not in a bad spot. Okay, we're in a good spot. Opponent is putting Jegantha to hand to have a card. Can we get an expressive? A monkey's fine, too. A monkey is incredibly fine. So, I'm liking our board state. I'm liking that the opponent's having to trade the Soulscar Mage off for a monkey. And, now they could find Underworld Breach. Underworld Breach would be a beating. Okay, Jegantha is not Underworld Breach, thank God. That said, Death Shadow is now bigger than Jegantha if we find a fetch here. So we've got a lot going for us, and we might just draw an Expressive Iteration. DRC, I don't like that we missed here. That does give our opponent another chance. That said, they have to Alpha Strike here. Why? Because if they just lower our life total, our Shadow's going to be bigger. We turn sideways with everything. They have to trade it away. Okay, Swifty coming down. Not doing anything interesting. All right, all right, so they have to... All right, so we have mana to do anything. We really just need an iteration. Oh, Underworld Breach. Yuck. That is... like, the fact that they drew that before us likely ends the game. Yeah, I think that's part of it. Like, that's why it seems so great right now, is just... okay, yeah, they've got us because they've got it. Oh, well. Sad. But that happens. I'm going to throw up the BRB real quick and just restart Moto. I do that after every match now because I just don't trust this client. But yeah, Corbin, I think you're right that like Valakut style decks get a big boost. Not for nothing. Someone pointed this out to me at my F&M last week, and people were kind of discounting it because it's a big dumb green creature. But old Questing Beast, the king of cards with like a bajillion lines of text on it. Questing Beast says that combat damage cannot be prevented. And I think that is huge right now. I think like Questing Beast in your Jund style deck, which I know that's crazy to say, but Questing Beast in your Jund style deck, you crash in with everything, and I bet you get a non-zero number of people because they just don't pay attention. Also, I think our opponent very wise to play Prowess right now, because there's a lot of decks looking to durdle with the One Ring and just having that out of nowhere advantage. Because let's face it, if you have to take a turn off because they're turbo fogging you, like, you can, and you are in fact allowed to just do that. You play your expressives and then you bauble and you just draw a million cards and you're totally reloaded. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a Semblance Anvil combo. I'm still of the opinion that it's still too early to call on the One Ring. I know that's not exactly what everyone else is saying. I just think that it is... like, we don't know if it's going to be too broken. You know, like, it looks it. It's not off to a good start as far as being a fair balance card, but... you know, we don't know how bad it is. I think we gotta keep this. We gotta interact. Our opponent's on the play. We'll keep. We're in the dark, but we've got Thoughtseize, we've got Bolt, and we've got Bowmasters. Okay, and we got our Expressive. So let's cast the Bauble. And I think we go ahead and Thoughtseize. Like, if they have mainboard Veil of Summer, if they're that kind of person, they're that kind of person. Alright, let's Thoughtseize them. Alright, we're definitely going to be also looking at, ooh. This has to be 4-color, right? Oh, it is... that is kind of a little bit yucky. I think we take the Fable, since that's card advantage, and let's see what they're drawing. We're hoping that it's not... okay. Leyline Binding is fine. Leyline Binding not going to be the best. Okay, and another Expressive. I think the Tameshi deck could do something. Like, I really, I think there's a lot to that deck people aren't paying attention to, because that was doing well for a while. Okay, so we've got the Drowns, which... that's going to be rough with that. Let's say go and see what our opponent does. The problem is Wrenn and 6 keeps their yard fairly light. And this is, I This is some variation of... I'm gonna get the Watery Grave here, and I'm thinking just to bait interaction, I'm going to Bowmasters. Because we get to ping that, and we get to make sure it dies thanks to our bolt next turn. If they want to blow a... Okay. And the fact that we drew another Bowmasters. We got, that is just icing on the cake. All right, Ren 6, Ren 6. And let's go ahead and bolt Ren. All right, so X equals to 2, so if they cast another Ren 6, we just counter it. Also, I do like the fact that all of these Bowmasters will synergize with one another. I don't really know what our opponent is up to over there, so let's fetch. I'm gonna get Steam Vents untapped. And let's just go black, or blue, black, drowned. And see if they have a counter spell. See if this is a control deck. Okay, Leyline Binding. Ooh. Sacrifice an artifact with its cost. I think it is paying a cost, so it is at the speed of mana production, if I'm not utterly mistaken. You know what? That works. That works. That's a monkey. That's a dashed monkey. We're going to be hitting our opponent in the face for 3. I don't know what they're on. I don't like that we're going to be giving them essentially a turn here. Okay. Let's see. In order to activate Train Post's third ability, you have to choose a legal target for it. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Yeah, we gotta use these, I think. So, hand, bottom, exile, cast, and there we go. That was a heck of a turn, if I do say so myself. Okay, they've got the One Ring. Let's get a mountain. Okay. Your One Ring is good, opponent. So, stall tactics begin in earnest. Oh, we've got a lot we can do. We're gonna have some fun next turn, everyone. Can I get a land? That's a land. Thank you, deck. I see that, and I thank you. Let's slam this Underworld Breach. All right, let's start. We'll go ahead and dismiss. I think I'm going to start off with a Thoughtseize. Target our opponent. Target our opponent. Oh, cancel. I just realized something. We can't do that. All right. Let's target ourselves. Why not? Okay, Drown is our next card that we're going to be drawing. You know what? Let's just bauble ourselves as much as we can. Let's just draw 2. All right. And we'll end by casting a Ragavan. So they're going to get to draw a bunch of cards, but we're drawing a bunch too. We're back up to 4 card types in the yard. Okay, that's brilliant. We get Heat, we get Drown, we can cast a Bowmaster. We've got a lot pulling our way. Okay, opponent is going to lose a life. kind of not that big a deal. Okay, Omnath is good. I'm gonna go ahead and heat it just to have our drown turned on. Okay. Opponent is back up to 7 cards. Opponent drawing cards like it's going out of style over there. They now have a 1-mana Wayline Binding that gets our monkey, as we kind of predicted. Big sad, but... Okay, well, let's start here. Let's start here. Okay, they're getting a land. We're actually going to tap for the right mana. Fun fact, everyone, if you tap for the correct colors of mana, that helps you. Well, I was hoping for another monkey, but this isn't bad. Because we get to just do this. So, we have 4 power on the board. Opponent is now down to... $10. And we're drawing a card. Okay. Another land isn't exactly what we wanted. Obviously, we want yet an opponent is going to be losing some serious life here. Oh, Mono Bluetron is 100% running. Yeah, I think we got to make him have the interaction. Thoughtseize. Yeah, I don't think that helps us advance the game because we're looking to close right now. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I wish I'd cast the Bowmaster now, but they are going to get to gain a bunch of life, as Omnath do. Because that's all... and they get to, like, draw 1,000,000 cards because Omnath, but... Okay, and they One Ring again. Yep. Maybe this card is a little problematic after all, but like I said, it's still a little too early to tell in the run of it. I'm not thinking it's a fair Magic card based on what I'm seeing here. I will say though, like in the interest of full disclosure, I am a very anti-Omnath person. I think the card just does too much. So, we're gonna, but we still have the Bowmasters in hand. So I have hopes there. You know. Also, Pithy Needle looking to be a fantastic Magic card right about now. Let's Spell Pierce that. Actually cancel. Whack. Orcish Bowmasters. Since they just have too much mana, I think we gotta do this. Now, if they wipe the board, you know, big sad.
Just a moment ago. It's gone.
So Teferi has to tick up now. Sucks that we're cut off from a lot of our relevant spells. Evoking Solitude. Yep. And can draw cards .deck do it? We'll have to see. Oh, Omnath. Yep. I will say I do not like Omnath as a card, but you know what? We're gonna play through it. All right. Yet another Teferi, because opponent gets to draw through their entire deck. All right, they get a bounce here. And they get a Wrenn 6 here. Again, like I said, they just get to draw through their entire deck. And they get to stay a perpetual 7 cards once that one resolves. That's the way it's looking. You know what? It's still too early. Okay, well, that's probably not gonna do it. Alright, so we'll kill Teferi just to make our cards have relevance again. I'm really liking the inclusion of... Alright. But the problem is they do... But my pop filter... Yeah, this is the real problem, is Omnath is just offsets that life loss completely. Like, yeah, see, our opponent now has... like, they're never gonna take any... They can keep these around for so long, unfortunately. Yeah, that's just gonna be game. They saw all of their One Rings. They drew almost their entire deck. So we just cannot come back from that, I'm afraid. But we do have a plan. These are coming in, as are these Tourachs. I don't hate Terminate here. Oh, how's it going, Milk Crate? Thank you, I do appreciate it. I always try to be. Especially, I will say, kind of right now with Magic, I do find it in a little bit of a... I don't want to say we're in a rough spot. I think we have to let the meta adjust to the One Ring, if it can. We do have a Ban and Restricted Aspect coming up in August, so my hope is that one of two things will happen. We're seeing a lot of suppression of the deck in challenges because people are attacking against it, which is good. It can be kept in check. But the real question is that enough? Are cards like... And I think we can cut some of the air, because we really do need a lot of these. I do like Spell Pierce early on. I love Heat. Bolt is good. We might have to cut a Channeler. We need to make one more cut. I think Bowmaster really brought us very close to victory there. A little unfortunate it didn't. I think we trimmed one drown. We double... yuck, yuck, yuck. What do we do? Oh, feel free to, Milk Crate. Great. I have zero problem with you doing that. I'm going to cut a Bolt, actually. We could be overboarding here, but we're bringing in a lot of relevant cards. We're going to show them Jegantha. We're on the play this time. Which is funnier, a forest or a mountain? You know what? I don't know. Ooh, this is a hand we're keeping. Keep. Why? Why is the mountain funnier? Oh. I actually do quite like that. We'll put back that. And let's start by slamming the steam vents. Shocking. Playing out. Now, it is going to be a rough one, I think. There is an argument we should have mulled more aggressively. I will be completely honest with you on that one. Okay, Delighted Halfling. I'm probably going to kill that. Oh. I'm gonna get the Blood Crypt. I'm gonna shock it in because we're a Death Shadow deck. Why did the Magic card player quit the game as soon as their opponent cast a Thoughtseize? I love that. Hey, discard. And I'm hoping our opponent's gonna hate this. I'm gonna do this just while they're tapped out. I think we can safely bin that. I was hoping to get more here for our little DRC that could, but we're gonna peck in, take them down to 16, only one life point ahead of us, so. And then ooh. Okay, another, all right, opponent. I see what you did there. Okay, what did the Wasteland say to the duel? Ooh. And? Yeah, we're putting that on top. So we know what's going into exile, hand, wherever. And I'm gonna play this because it's the one I put on top. Oh, and Milk Crate, I do really appreciate the follow. Thank you ever so much. So we're gonna shock. Or we're gonna fetch, and then we're gonna shock. All right, and we're gonna Thoughtseize the worst for us card out of their hand. Tourach. I really want this in this matchup. I'm gonna put it on top. I would love to bin it to get that card type for it, but geez there, opponent. You think you got enough? Let's see, so they can't cast the One Ring yet. They do have two of them. Oh, wow, this is a rough hand to pull apart. The good news is this halfling does not make anything for this, so I'm going to take the Solitude, right? I mean, I don't like that this halfling is going to live. I was hoping to see a 1-mana removal, but the good news is we've got it. If we draw, we know we're drawing Tourach next turn. I think there's a real argument to be made for slamming a... Okay, Wrenn 6 is obnoxious, but fine. That is going to make sure that even if we kill this thing... Oh, the One Ring is... and I do kind of hate to be this way, but I'm gonna have to say it. I think the One Ring might be the most busted card they've printed into Modern. Like, full stop. Like, the fact that it's colorless, the fact that it is legendary actually helps it, because before you wouldn't be able to just... what it does is every time you get a bird encounter on it, you get to... the way it works is you can draw cards and you get bird encounters on it. Okay, they're gonna Leyline Binding in response. That's fine. We get to kill their halfling, though. That Wrenn 6 is gonna be a problem. What the One Ring does is, whenever the One Ring enters the battlefield, it fogs for a turn. Basically, we can't deal any damage to our opponent or target them. At the beginning of their upkeep, they lose 1 counter for each bird encounter, or 1 life for each bird encounter on the One Ring. And they can tap it, put a bird encounter on it, and draw cards equal to the number of bird encounters, which is normally whatever. But the problem comes in when you are using... I think we gotta try the monkey here. We gotta get the monkey. We gotta get in. We gotta try it. We gotta bait that reprieve out of their hand. Yep. That was a rough draw. And the fact they have a 2-mana counterspell, or a 2-mana strictly better version of... Oh, the 2-mana or the 2-mana counterspell return to its opponent's hand that Storm always used to play. I'm blanking on the name of it. Yeah, and this is going to show you why it's good. They're just going to get to bury us in card advantage, I'm afraid, because they not only do they get to draw from the One Ring, when it becomes too burdensome on them, which is a big flavor fail in my opinion, they get to just play another one and ditch it. They get the effects all over again. They can't draw as crazy as what they could, but yeah, and I think just resolving that one card has won them the game. Yeah, no, and the problem with, And we're blanking. I think we gotta use this turn to try. If we're gonna get back in this, I think we have to Expressive here. Well, okay, so we don't want them to be able to do anything. We've got stuff in yard, but I think we have to take... We gotta take Dress Down to hand. Bottom Underworld Breach. This could be totally wrong, I will fully admit. And play out the Scalding Tarn. That way we can get even lower if we need to, because we don't have a very big window of opportunity. They have 2 1 rings. They're gonna start drawing like absolute insanity, unfortunately. Yeah, you see they're already up to 8 cards in hand. They're looking for that Omnath. Okay. Alright, and we're gonna fetch. I'm gonna keep my life total higher now. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the Blood Crypt. We'll have it intertapped. And now they're having to discard. Okay, red. And this could be the end of our run here, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna go kind of all in on this kick Tourach. Just because if this gets to stick, it's very good for us. They could have reprieve. They very likely do. Okay. Solitude. GG's, opponent. Okay, so they're wanting to get a threat on the board. That seems fine. Okay. This Tourach is probably our best hope for victory right now. Though I don't know if it's going to be enough to overcome the depletion effect of the 1 ring. They're going to get to slam this Omnath with him. Ooh, it's Teferi. But very fortunately for us, Teferi is going to bounce the 1 ring. I think that's their best one. Yep. Again, don't know if that's entirely fair that they can do that. I do hate to complain, but this is kind of showing a little bit of the things that are very problematic about this. The good news is they cannot interact with this Tourach right now. Okay, so they're going to keep that up. They're going to bounce the 1 ring again. And we have to hit that Rin if we don't draw a... Oh, I was hoping they were turning it sideways. Okay. But they are tapped out. Well. I don't think we need to worry about what's on top of our opponent's deck. I'm more worried about setting up ours to make sure we have a very good card to draw. Unholy Heat is a very good one to draw. Because they're going to get to do the they're going to get to do their 1 ring thing no matter what. So I'm going to yeah, we can't play at instant speed anyway, so I'm just going to use this as a cycle effect to get our Unholy Heat off the top there. Heat Rin. Play out a monkey and say go. This is probably our best avenue to victory right now. Just kind of overload our opponent, but they essentially get to do what they do this turn with impunity because of the 1 ring. Yeah, and a 3rd monkey isn't really helping our cause, sadly. I'm kind of hoping they do go in with it. That does put them up to 9, but it doesn't take much to burn them out. Like, if we get bulked, like, if we can get a really good... why is Brain not working? Okay, that likely means they don't have an Omnath in hand. They could Wrath the board. If that is the case, okay, Fury does Queen House, unfortunately. Yep. Yep, they were... The Whited Halfling is probably going to put this away. Let's go ahead and let's get a Watery Grave. Let's have it intertapped. Teferi doing its thing over there, keeping us locked out of the game. And ticking up, just to ensure that we have nothing we can do. They get to go back up to 6, so we need exactly Expressive into... Okay. All right, let's see. All right, let's dress down, see if we get lucky. Again, Teferi doing a very good job of keeping us out of this. Okay, we can play our monkey, Bolt, Fury, and say go. Fury is the card that kills us the easiest. But they're going to kick our monkey back to hand and they'll be back up to 9. That's if they don't stick Omnath to really gain. So, yeah, unfortunately, we're going to see, though. I will say, Wizards of the Coast, for all of the negative I will give them, has gotten very good at about banning cards if they need to. Yeah, opponent, like I said, they get to act with impunity. They get to, yeah, maybe, yeah, we had to kill the Fury, though. We just didn't get another removal spell. So they get to go back up to 9. We're down to 1. This is going to determine it. Orcish Bowmasters. Does that do enough? Because we do that. We can... Yeah, but we can't do it at instant speed thanks to Teferi, and they just won't do anything. Big sad, unfortunately. But let's go ahead. Let's see what we can do. Let's play a Ragavan. But the fact we're so low... Yeah, we can Bowmasters, but yeah, there's just... Yeah, we just have to concede. We don't have an out. But that is a thing. I would like to point out, though, as we saw there, the One Ring is... I'm not going to lie. I hate to keep harping on, but it's an obnoxious card. But the deck itself has a lot of very exploitable weaknesses. As you saw, they are running fetches, but they need to get those. So I'm just going to say this. I am a big Scam player, and I do think Scam is very well positioned. Slamming Blood Moon on that deck. I'm going to go through a quick BRB while I restart my client. But slamming Blood Moon against this deck, if they don't have their Besejus, you just hard take the wind out of their sails. They are, I don't want to say totally dead in the water. They are very, very good at spinning their wheels, if absolutely nothing else. But yeah, they are vulnerable early on. We just did not get that pressure. I probably should have mulliganed more aggressively. That is on me. I always try to, in these situations, as annoying as these Omnath, I keep wanting to say Uro, because this is what, it gives me very distinct Uro flashbacks. And that deck was beatable. Uro is gone. Uro never needs to come back. Uro should never have been printed, if we're being honest. But you could still do something about it. So I do think there will be... Either we'll learn tech against them. I would also like to say... Ceremonious Rejection, I believe, is the 1-mana counter-target colorless spell out of Kaladesh. 1 blue counter-target colorless or artifact spell. Looking pretty good if they're having to rely on the One Ring. Although, I would like to say, if they're having to rely on the One Ring... Now, depending on the wording, if it counters artifacts, that's pretty good against Hammer. But actually, I take that back. It doesn't really work because it's Delighted Halfling. That's going to make it, that's a lot of tension. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I am cautiously optimistic about the future of Modern still. It's just going to see, like, because it instantly found a home in the best shell for it. So we're going to have to see if there are things that can push it out. But right now, we're going to hop back in. I will also let you know, as you see down on the bottom of my screen, or on the bottom of my Twitch page, I should be streaming tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be. I'm going to recommend you go over to my Twitch, or my Twitter, because I'll let you know then. It is the 4th, and we are having a bunch of family over. So I don't know. I'm keeping this, by the way. It is land heavy, but we do have some of our best interaction. All right, let's see what our opponent's up to over there. Oh, interesting. Oh, we're up against Ponza. Okay. We're very good against them because we're a light on mana deck. But we also get hard blown out by one good Blood Moon. So I'm going to shock this in. And let's go ahead. Let's just Thoughtseize them. Try and Thoughtseize them out. Don't know if that quite Thoughtseizes them out, but that does put a damper on the real explosive turns. So they do have their dead gone. They drew another one. Big sads. Okay, Spell Pierce is looking pretty good right now. Let's play this out and see what our opponent does. Say go. Okay, so they are untapping. They're making their 4. Oh, wow. Endurance coming down early. Okay. What is this? Oh, okay, dead gone. So we've got that. We've got the Viseju. It's just Fury in hand, which can be enough. Which can be enough to take us down. But I think we're going to let them crash in. If they don't have another land, though, they don't have a Fury. You know, they do need a land to play. You do actually need those lands to cast your spells in Magic the Gathering. And we might be able to grow the Shadow out of Fury range, though this is a Bolt deck, so we have to keep that in mind. So, not sure what opponents got right now. I would love to have a kill spell for this Arbor Elf. Arbor Elf dying would be a magnanimous thing. But let's see. Opponent could be doing the Blood Moon thing. If they are, they are. But that would, maybe not, because that might strip mine them. Easy peasy, wow, okay. Draw an opponent back into it, though. So, looking fairly good our opponent's way. Alright, but we do get to save our esteemed Shadow from a bolt. Yes. Alright, Black, play out a Death Shadow. And I'm gonna run out this monkey. They do have 2 cards in hand. They did get to draw a fair bit, I feel. But they are only on effective 2 lands. So, ooh. What have we got going on there, OP? I mean, they're going to get the bolt effect anyway, because we're going to... let's get the steam vents. We're going to go ahead and Spell Pierce it. This seems a little bit silly. They might have a second one. Okay, so they have 6 effective mana. They could play some big dumb thing. It is Ponza. But we have a 6/6 Death Shadow, so that's going to be a little bit hard for them to deal with. They've got 1 card. Swinging in is going to be a risky proposition. Okay, they wisely hold back. Okay, Drown in the Loch. So they've got 1 in hand. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in yard. Yeah, I'm all for crashing in, and let's let the math is for blockers, everyone. Soaking's on, huh? That's how you're doing this. Alright, so they do that. Okay, they still don't have us dead unless they draw a bolt. They could. I think we kill the Endurance. And hope we draw blockers. Opponent's thinking on it. They're thinking, do I turn them all sideways? That could be a good thing. Okay. Yeah, I think we gotta do this. Kill Endurance. Let the Shadow become a real big one. And let's see. Okay, they just drew a land. We're going to fetch. Let's get that tapped. And that's what we needed right when we needed it. An Expressive Iteration. Oh my lord. Could have sworn I tapped the mountain. That is what you come here, though, for. Like, the many mishaps. Okay, so... Because if I shock, we're just dead to a bolt. They don't have anything, so I'm gonna go... hand... Well, let's think about this. I kill the Spyro because it... Okay. Hand. Wherever. Exile. Kill... this. Let's see, I do that. I drop to 2. Let's swing in for 9. Okay, they do choose to chump. Do we shock in? Yeah, I think I got to. We go to 2, and then, like, we make them play to have it. So they fetch because they need to thin out. They want to make sure they get a good hit here. I mean, if they've got the bolt, they have it. You know, we played it as best we could. I'm kind of hoping... Alright. Oh, All right, if they endurance themselves, they do get it. You know, that is what it is. Okay. Was that a bolt there, opponent? Okay, Klothys. That's a great one. Yeah, we're... And GG's, opponent, just too short. Well, game 2. That was actually very fun compared to what we've been having tonight. So they have Klothys. I don't really think we care about that so much. We want to make sure we're able to kill their early stuff. And they are relying kind of on elementals. I also like Bowmasters a lot here. We're on the play. I don't hate Thoughtseize. I do like Spell Pierce. I'm just going to cut 2 Baubles. I really like where we're at. I think we just got unlucky in that they drew the Klothys. Oh, dang. This is so close to amazing. So, we get a red source. Okay, God, and they kept a 7. This is just not our night, it would seem. But we'll do our best. I think we can go to a 5, though. Okay. Oh, my dear lord. We can't keep that. We have to go to 4. Okay, we'll keep put back, put back, put back. Done. Land is our most statistically likely draw. Jeez, this was just rough, unfortunately, but we're gonna do our absolute best here, everyone. We just could not... Okay. Okay, that's a 1-1, so Blood Moon it is. And this is where we draw a land, and we get our mana, and we get it perfect, and we just kill this elf. Never did not have it, chat. Never did not. But, I don't want them to... I hate to main phase this, but I don't want them to get any value knowing what they have in hand. Like, I don't want them to get any value, and I want them to have to pitch that Fury and that Bolt to deal with both of these. And wherever exile, we can't cast it, which is not optimal, but do hate that we're losing that, but okay, so they can bolt one of these, or they could pitch the bolt to Fury. Okay. Alright, they might Spyro here. Oh, okay, so they have to have Spyro in hand, I would feel like, to want to do this, because they need to recoup this card disadvantage. Yes, that's what I figured, almost exactly. Alright. Okay, land means I go ahead and Expressive. Hand, bottom, exile, land, monkey. All right, so that is pretty good. I don't know if we're back in this, but we're clawing our way out. We're fighting tooth and nail. Joke's on you, opponent. I didn't have anything good to do with that anyway. Okay. Yeah, I think that means I got to try and express it. We gotta try and hit something. Oh, wow. Oh my, Death Shadow is definitely something. And wherever, exile. Land for turn, and I think from this position we let our opponent grow the shadow. I don't want to play it into bolt range just yet. Okay, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay. Opponent is playing a very cagey here, holding back. Alright, let's get the Steam Vents untapped just to make sure that shadow comes down nice and big and out of bolt range. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and fetch to get a snow-covered swamp. And let's see if we can get the... Alright, so we get the token. Is that optimal? Alright, cast. Alright, so we get a card out of their hand. Kill the Goblin Shaman. Oh, it helps to not be in combat. Alright. And this could just be one of those nights where we just run into some rough stuff, unfortunately. But I'm liking where we're at, still. And the fact that Shadow and I take damage at the same time, if this is another Endurance, that's okay. They really don't want us having Unholy Heat, but that's fine. Little do they know, I've got a second monkey in hand, and I'm utterly fine with sending this Shadow in. Okay, they do want to go for that double block to kill it. Alright. That's fine. Divided Halfwing, okay. Alright. Alright, let's see. Like I said, this is a rough spot. They don't know about our Orcish Bowmasters. Alright, kind of like what I thought. So we gotta just weave it up. One could argue we should have put Jegantha to hand. That might cost us here. Orcish Bowmasters! First ping goes here. Alright. You get your Spyro. And that is not a mate. Ping here. Ping here. Red, green, what have you got over there, opponent? Okay, Stomps Monkey. Alright. Do they have it? Okay, opponent's gonna make sure they take our double block away. Can we afford to go to 1 here? I don't think so. So I hate to, but we'll give it to him. Okay. And, I mean, we don't have much that we're getting out anyway, so we'll do this. Okay, so... Okay, if we do that, we're dead on the crackbat, so let's go. Monkey. How do we want to handle this? We could bolt. Yeah, I think we do that. Get rid of Spyro. Force the block here, and just hope we draw a good spell. Our opponent's really thinking about if they want to take this. That Death Shadow math. And if we draw a Underworld Breach, we just win. Alright. Ooh, Spyro. Okay, they could have Bolt. If they have Bolt, they remove our monkey and we lose. Alright, that's game, opponent. Okay, that was a little bit less obnoxious than playing against the ring. That was some good, fair magic. We like to see that. We'll go ahead, do our brief restart, but that was actually really fun. The fact we had to mold a 4 is what killed us, I think. We fought as hard and as valiantly as we could, and we almost got there. Like, our opponent had to draw exactly a 1-mana removal spell, which they are loaded up on. But they still had to draw it. And I also don't, like, you know, we might not have gotten there anyway. Oh, I just realized I hit the wrong key. Oh, well. That happens. But we fought as valiantly as we could there. Which I gotta say, like, I like that kind of magic. Where you're actually interacting with your opponent. Things matter. It was a good game, I must say. Like I said, this is clearly not going to be a sterling record. We will be throwing it up on my YouTube, just because that's one of my things, is just showing these, just to make them a little bit more palatable, because I know someone who might like the way I play Magic might not be able to make it to every stream. That's a little unfair to ask someone to make it to every stream. That's why I do like posting them there. It's a little bit more watchable than the VODs on Twitch, I'm afraid. I do like streaming over here. Twitch streaming, very, very good. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop in. This was a rough one. That one ring... I'm still going to reserve judgment. That felt pretty miserable, but we did not have great... You know, we had about as good progression as we could have. I think there's still some fine-tuning this deck could go through that might make it a little bit better against those. You know, like I said, there has been a lot of, as I'm sure everyone's aware, talk of the fact that Colorless Artifact is that powerful in the format. My voice echoes a lot of those, but we are still too early to tell. And that is the thing, though. There are decks like Scam that very much beat up on that. I will say, if you're going into a field and you know it's going to be just slammed with one ring decks, may God grant you patience, because you're going to need it. Like, even if you have a great matchup against them, they are going to spin their wheels for days. They are going to sit there, flounder some more, and you might win, but you're going to take 5 extra turns to do it. That is just kind of nature of them. They are very, as Milk Crate was saying, they are very, very turbo foggy. And Corbin brought up very, very turbo foggy decks, which is fine. You know, like, it can be, honestly, that might be more of a concern with the One Ring now that I say that out loud. If it is just, like, spin wheels, get nowhere, spin wheels, get nowhere, lose. Game 2, spin wheels, and then, you know, like they're going to time every match, even if they're losing 1, going to time in 2 and just losing because they lost game 1. Maybe, you know, maybe that might wind up being a concern. I didn't think about that. Maybe it won't be power level. That's no lander. Oh, wow. We're on the play. We don't have any good turn 1s. Opponent mulligans. I think it's... Okay. This isn't optimal by any means, but I think we keep... Alright, we put that back and we just choose one of our 1-mana interactions. Keep... I'm gonna go Heat, Blood Crypt. Done. Upkeep, land, and go. We're probably going to wrap up because I checked it out before, so don't worry about it. But I have a brisket that's reaching the end of its cook. So I'll probably be wrapping this up a little bit. It'll be a little bit later than normal just because I had to start a little bit later. But I probably will be wrapping it up once we finish this week. If we're a little bit earlier, you know, we still haven't hit, because I like to go at least 2 hours just to make it worth showing up for. I'll probably, we'll probably play some arena since I need to get back into that. Or we might play just a match of Fortnite, something. Ooh. Sigarda's Aid. Ornithopter. Opponent, I don't think I can let you do that. Alright, we'll bolt that, just so we've got a live Drown in the Loch now. Okay, DRC. They don't really have a great way of getting haste. 2 card types. Yeah, we'll DRC here. They don't have a way to give stuff haste. They're very unlikely to go ahead and just equip the hammer to something. Okay. Urza Saga is fine. Ornithopter. Alright, so... And the get is Unholy Heat. Well... I'm actually going to swing in with DRC. Just because, if they go ahead and try and kill it by playing out a hammer... Okay. So we've got it. Alright. I'm hoping they go for make Karn, hold up to make Karnstruct. And, alright. Alright, yeah, since they didn't do anything, I'll bait it out here. Just so we can kill more things with our Drown in the Loch. Sorry, but you gotta go to the bin, DRC. Ooh, interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay. Cast. Trigger, what are we drawing? Drown, put on top. What's the opponent drawing? That's going to determine our game plan here. Okay, so they won't be able to get to do that, so let's swing in and... I'm hoping they block and go to equip, but I think opponent's too smart for that, yeah. Surge of Salvation off a colorless land there, OP. Okay. Alright, so we're getting to make sure we get our drown here. We are clocking our opponent a little bit slower than I'd like against Hammer. You know, optimally, we'd have a little bit more going on. But I am glad we have a kill spell that is not conditioned upon damage here, since we're gonna likely not be able to do anything about that. What are you? I will say this is a little bit of a tricky spot for our opponent. Springleaf Drum. So they go creature, they effectively have 4 mana. They have 3 cards. They have to have a hammer effect in hand. Pure Steel, that's what we want to see. Okay. Sigarda's Aid, so that means Hammer has to be the last card, and we're gonna kill this Pure Steel while they are tapped out. Kill Pure Steel Paladin. I don't mind if we do. Put on top for sure. Alright, put opponent to 13. You're never truly out of the woods against Hammer. You're never truly out. Okay, Plains. The odds of us refueling with Bauble and Expressive are, like, through the roof right now. I would like to see a fetch. I'm gonna bend that. Trigger, let's see what opponent is drawing. We have to Expressive more likely than not. Okay, it is another Pure Steel. So we're looking for preferably like a true kill spell. We don't know what they've got. I'm gonna bin it since that doesn't actually kill Pure Steel. Like, I would like another drown. Okay. Alright, so... And I hate to, but bottom, exile, shock in. Okay, so we can leave up the Spell Pierce for Paladum. Yeah, I called it Paladum. I'm funny. Alright. Come on, kill spell. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, yeah. That's one Pure Steel boy. And this way we get to... Okay, play into it, play into it, play into it. Come on, opponent. Be a non-creature. It could be Stoneforge Mystic. Oh, it's another Paladin. Okay. Since our opponent's hell-bent, I'm... Okay, Oh, I do this every time because I get ahead of myself when I'm tapping manas. Alright. We'll put that one on top. Okay. So then we have one available, so... Hand, wherever... Alright. Cast. Alright. We've got that to really wrath them next turn, so I'm actually gonna bend that. I know that seems weird because it is more threats. Okay. Oh wow, they do get it. So Okay, so we draw. All right, so we're good. Let's see. All right. All right, so I don't like that they get to draw a million cards here. This could get them out of it. But it's already on the stack. We gotta let it go. We have to see how they do this. Okay, so first one goes there. All right, so there. So we need to kill the one it will end on. If I've done this right, this will either win us the game or I'm gonna look real dumb. Ben. I don't know how this works, unfortunately. I'm not... And they could draw another one. We could still be dead. We're gonna do our best. But that is that life against Hammer time. Alright, so this one, and then... Okay. Alright. And are we just dead? We're probably just dead, because I don't think it's going to fall off now. Yep, that's just game. Obnoxious, but it happens. Let's see. I do actually really like Bowmaster here. I think Expressive is as good as it was there is a bit slow. I realistically like all four of these. I don't mind a Thoughtseize on the play. What do we want to cut? Spell Pierce did kind of save us there. Actually, I'm going to... This seems... Yeah, I think on the play, that's fine. Alright, we'll see how this does. See if we can't turn it around this league. We'll try like this. Just kind of trim. K-Command is going to be huge. Like, just a way to shatter... Oh, I should have brought in EE. Well, that's fine. Alright. I'm gonna keep because we have so much, and we've got a, and we've got a DRC Bauble to help us dig. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna shock in a Blood Crypt. Red for DRC. Cast. Trigger. Yeah, we'll put it on top because we've got the Bowmasters. Okay, opponent's getting a Saga. And K-Command. We've also got K-Command. K-Command pretty huge here. I think I'm going to go ahead. Again, I know it seems weird, but I'm going to main phase this Bowmaster to kill the Sentinel before they can hold up protection. And it gets a card in the yard, so 1-drops are counterable by drowning the Loch next turn. Hopefully we can draw a fetch, play a Shadow, because this is the kind of board state we're looking for. We're not all in on one particular card. Okay, Saga, Trigger. Sigarda's Aid. So this K command is going to be very relevant. All right. Well, let's attack with everything first before we make any decisions. Technically, I don't know if we want to do the expressive. I'm kind of thinking we do. The only reason I didn't do it now is I wanted to withhold information from our opponent, and I don't see it changing the math. Well, boy, look at me being a big old dummy. Just because we've got a Death Shadow already, I'm going to prioritize, getting more removal, because I think more removal is what wins us the game at the end of the day. Like, if they try and do anything too cheeky, we have, okay. Yeah, we've just got Bolt, we're hitting them for 5, we've got Bolt, K command. And if they play something out, we can force interaction. Kinda hoping they do something to draw a card. I'd really like to speed this clock up. Really would. But that might just not be it for us. As sad as that is. Okay. 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 Yeah, they've got a protection spell. They have to. But I do want to get this Death Shadow online ASAP. And, alright, trigger off of our ever loyal DRC. As a top-notch card, if I do say so myself. Okay, we got the Surge out of their hand, so deal 2 Shatter, looking like a very live mode off this K command. Alright, well, we'll start like this. Play out that. Cast. Destroy artifact, deal 2 damage, so that. Get double DRC triggers. That's gonna go in the yard. That. Yeah, I think we just keep killing their stuff. I think that's how we win. All right. Okay, so we've got 8 on the whatchamacallit on the field. We've got Death Shadow and Drown in hand. Though they are going to get they're going to get something off of the Spring Wave. Don't know exactly what something is. Hopefully something that draws them a card so I can ping them and make sure they die next turn. That would be optimal. Okay, they're making a construct. They're going to... And they still do get... I'm hoping I get another kill spell. I'm trying to think, like, hammer has to be it, right? Because even if they Esper Sentinel, we could still pay it, and then we just swing in with the crew. They have to block, or they die. You know, this stream, I gotta say, I've been enjoying it. Weirdly, I never thought, oh, they do that. Please don't make a land drop there, OP. I mean, if they give it a haste and unblockable somehow, we're just dead. You know. Sad is sad, but is what it is. Okay. You really want to do that, opponent? Oh, opponent. That was smart, though. You shouldn't have done that. You would have died. Removals? Yeah, okay, that's... Drown it, sculpt the top, put on top, put on top, okay. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. I think I'm gonna cut all of the monkeys, because if those have been EEs, we would have just won. So, EE's coming in. I'm on the draw. On the play, I might be able to snipe something with a Spell Pierce, but I'm not really gonna be able to on the draw. There's an honest argument. Well, we're not, they get to dump those so quick, though. I guess we weave in Monkey Thoughtseize, Thoughtseize, because it doesn't get stonewalled. Yeah, I think we do her like that, and just see if that is enough. Even if we don't make it, and this is just one of those, like, we're like 0-3 right now. Even if we don't win these next two, this has still been a very fun league. Like I said, the only thing that was really annoying was the Obnath One Ring deck. Not the ooh, yes indeed, I think we do. So we've got double 1-mana interaction. We've got double DRC. I'm kind of hoping we draw another land. Assertive. Esper Sentinel. I don't like that that's basically a card draw spell for them at this point. EE is a great draw. I think we just get Blood Crypt, hope for another land. I mean, they're going to get to go up to 6 because we obviously can't pay. Sentinel, a little bit of an annoying card in that regard, but if they drop another white threat, I think we just slam this Tourach on 2. Or we just go land. Okay. Let's see what their follow-up here is. It could be EE on 0. You know, like... Kind of hoping this is another... Okay, it's Sigarda's Aid. Okay, a swamp. That does cut us off blue. Yuck. So, But we are more likely than not going to draw another source of black mana. So I might be okay getting the Steam Vents. We've got a swamp in hand. We just have to hit another black source. Or a fetch, obviously. EE on 0 looking a very real play. Kind of hoping they go... I wouldn't be upset if they went hammer pass, or not hammer, but land pass, make a card construct, and we just drop EE on 0. See who blinks first. Because we can drop the snow-covered swamp. We get a Steam Vents. Yeah, I still think we gotta get the Steam Vents because we need the blue just in case. Okay. Let's go EE on 0. That way they have to go, if they try to infect us out, they have to go all in. Yeah, we'll put that on top just to kind of refuel after this. Alright, they make the construct. Alright, and let's see, if they make another one, I think we go ahead and pop EE more likely than not, because we do get to hold up Bolt. And I mean, if they have it, they have it. You know, it is what it is. So we're gonna do our absolute best here. Hammer doing tricky hammer things. Okay, they're floating. Because I think they're going to try to go all in on this Ink Moth. I mean, if they have double hammer, it is, again, not a good scenario. But we'll just find our way through it as best we can. Okay. They equip it to the construct. I'm kind of hoping they drop a bunch of 1-drops and then we can just E on 0, even though it does take out our DRC. Or EE on 1. Okay, they make another one. That grindy life, yo. Yeah, we leave that on top no matter what, but... Because we're gonna get enough card types in yard. Yeah, put that on top. I mean, they're not gonna, they're just gonna take the bolt, right? Like, they just let it get bolted. Which I do hate because that does leave us open to Ink Moth Nexus. Okay. Equips. Yeah, and then we just E on 1 while they're tapped out and wipe all of their shenanigans away. They do get a card off of it, but that's fine. we have another threat and a way to rebuild in hand. Yeah, they do get a card draw, but I think it's fine. I won't. You can take your card, please, opponent. We will put that one on top. And we'll just go ahead and wipe away everything. This might be a little presumptive, but I don't know if they've got a way to give indestructible. The hammer does have that, so I would like to take everything from them and leave them with nothing. That is my MO. That also does denature the chances of the Ink Moth kill, doesn't? You're never 100% safe from the Ink Moth kill out of hammer. You're never 100% safe. But I feel like it is unlikely to have that completely together in hand. Okay, second Ink Moth. And I think I'm just going to go, since we've got Drown on top, I'm just going to go DRC Pass. Of course, the second Sigarda's Aid. And this is how you get that double Ink Moth kill. They might just get us here. You know, we had to go all in. In retrospect, I think that was a bad mistake. One, we are... Okay, so this way they have to get through blocker protection without their Shadow Spear. They make a construct, that is fine. Duder achieved. Not a fan that these are about to be 3/3s, but we've got the EE. I think I'm going to wait till the absolute last second to crack it. Since they do have in... Okay. Yep, I knew it. I knew they were going to go through the nonsense of... Okay. Kind of hoping they drop a card here. They drop a Spring Leaf. We're gonna be patient here and let's see what they do. Because unfortunately for our opponent, we're not just dead to... Alright, if they give it indestructible, we weren't stopping it anyway. Okay. So hopefully we get a land, we expressive, hopefully we play a land off of that, so we get the full. Or a Bauble, Bauble is fine too. And we get a hold up, Drown the Loch. This is where I do like Hitasugu Consumes All. Like, if they drop a couple Dirtlers, I might, and we draw a land, I might kick the Tourach just to rip our opponent's hand apart and have a great blocker down. I don't like that we're having to play this scared game against the Ink Moth Nexus. The Shadow Spear in the yard is pretty golden for us. Though this is their chance to resolve anything if they're going to. That said, though, if they just go like Esper Sentinel, we kick a Tourach. Okay. Shock it in. Okay. Alright. You're still Paladin. They have no white mana. Okay. All right, we drown that now. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on top. So we've got, oh, wow, that just blew us out. That's game. Yeah, because they just attacked. Yeah, we've got nothing. We can't play the Shadow because we're at 14 life. And they've got Infect. Well, that's disappointing. All right, we'll throw out the BRB. We'll play our last match. This could be rarity on these channels that I do this poorly, or this channel, that I do this poorly, but I think it might just be one of those. We'll still post it. Although that one, I think we played as well as we could. We did have a misplay. We should have waited on that E on one. I don't think it would have changed the overall tempo of the match, but it is technically how you should play it, for the record. For the record, that is how you should play it. So, I do want to do that just so you'll have the information. Also, what we might do is, I'm going to be getting, don't worry, I'm going to be making sure we're going to be playing more leagues on this channel, but, alright, let's hop back in, let's finish out our last one. And this could just be the big old 0-5. This could be just a poor one. I do like Bowmasters a lot while we wait. I love that card, from what I've seen. It's supposed to be a counter to the One Ring, and I didn't feel that at all. I'm thinking Bowmasters, I think it's very, very good. I think for these fair, interactive, black mid-range decks, you want it. Not sure, maybe not the full 4 of, maybe the full 4 of in the 75, maybe not in the 60, but definitely in the 75. I could definitely see it. Maybe. And this could, and anyone can feel free to input their own. I don't think it's good enough against the One Ring decks, from what I've seen. Now, admittedly, this is a very limited sample, so I've only played one game. I'm not entirely sure about it against those decks. We've got a bit till August still, so we're gonna see. And I will say, I have heard rumblings, and this, as much as I will detract from Wizards, I will give them. I do think we're gonna see if there needs to be action done on the One Ring. I think it will happen sooner rather than later. I don't think we're gonna have like One Ring Winter like we had Hogak Summer and now Eldrazi Winter. It's still too early to see if we need to move on it like that yet. I'm gonna give it to the end of the month. I don't think I like it personally, but I don't like Teferi personally. I don't think it's a fun, I don't think either of them, they're kind of in my, just things that aren't fun. But that doesn't mean they need to be banned. So long as they're not Dragon Tournament times out or just so busted they're ruining the meta, I don't think that requires any action as far as the ban hammer goes. if they got rid of both of them tomorrow, like happy 4th of July, Teferi and One Ring don't exist in Modern anymore, I would be fine. I would be elated, actually. But I don't think it needs to happen yet. One Ring, maybe. Maybe. It's still too early to tell, though. Like, I mean, the real thing is card availability. Yeah, we're on the play keep. We've got removal, we've got a Thoughtseize, make them have it. Play out the monkey, and there we go. What have you got for us, opponent? The odds of this monkey getting bolted are very high. Ooh. Interesting. Are we against another Shadow deck? Looks like we are. Triple Street Wraith, pretty good, pretty good. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Hollow one. Hollow one? Huh. I'm kind of fine letting this in, really. Oh, I just realized, well. I'm kind of glad we slowed our roll here. I think they have to know we're a Shadow deck. This deck is cool. I like Bowmasters a lot in this one, I can tell you that. Alright, they could Burning Inquiry us into Delirium and we get to keep our... Okay, they have to take our Heat. Or maybe our Shadow. I think our Shadow is worse for them. Because, I hate to say it, but Hollow Boy not sticking around more likely than not. It is good to see Hollow One again. Alright, how burning is that Inquiry? Gurmag? Gurmag Angler? I'm gonna play out the Death Shadow because it's currently bigger than all of their stuff, and if they do something that warrants it, I'm just gonna throw the Bowmasters out there. Like, if opponent's gonna be... Okay, they play their own Shadow. That's a cute little 4/4. I quite like that. That's fun. You gotta love it when they kill their own thing for you. It's pretty great, and they make your threat better. Pretty golden, pretty golden. Alrighty, well, I don't know if our opponent, like, literally, can they beat the card Orcish Bowmasters? I don't think so. I really don't know. I'm kind of doubting that. We're on the draw, which means any hand we get is going to be, like, just gutted. So what do we take out? I like it. Okay, I keep in Expressive. Let's do this. Like, what do we keep in? I like Expressive. I like Heat. Our graveyard's gonna be filling up. So, like, we want these. You know, just do whatever, game. I like these. I like Drown because they fill up their yard, although they do delve it away. So maybe we go here or here. Okay, that feels good. That feels good. Monkey's just good. Bolt I'm kind of in the middle on. So I think I go Bolt, go here. The question is, does EE wreck us as much as it wrecks our opponent? I kind of think it's not worth it. I do think Hearse is kind of worth. You know, we'll try it like that. I feel like we're very well positioned. We could still get got. Hollow One is just a get 'em deck. Like, sometimes you just burning Inquiry, vomit a bunch of Hollow Ones. Your opponent's hand's wrecked. The hand they were counting on is just destroyed, and you vomited like 12 power worth of creature. I mean, like, they can do that twice in a row. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But we're gonna do our absolute best on this one. We're good. Also, Jegantha, weirdly huge in this. Weirdly huge because, oh dear lord, it's a one-lander, and we get punished for those. But we're on the draw. Like, our opponent's gonna wreck our hand anyway. So, like, if we get to go relevant creature, land relevant creature, that's an absolute win in my book. Insolent Neonate. Okay, see, we never didn't have it, chat. Probably don't keep one-landers as just like... You know, I'm gonna Thoughtseize them. You know, I'm actually gonna tap it correctly and then I'm gonna Thoughtseize them, because we can just dash our monkey. They have to go Bloodstained Mire here. Okay, they're setting up for their Death Shadow. Let's go Steam Vents. Yes. We've got a secondary monkey in hand, so let's just go monkey. DRC. DRC huge in this matchup. Like, if they turn that Delirium on too soon. Okay, monkey goes down. Okay. I'm gonna dash a monkey just because we can drop Death Shadow. And we might get something we want. I like this one. Okay. What are we doing here? We discard a card, draw 3. Well, I'm very glad they don't have that. All right. Okay. Two mana? Oh-ho! A big one indeed there, opponent. Spell Pierce, not really where we're looking to be, I don't think. So that's expressive. Okay. Hand, bottom, exile. Okay. This is going to sound very bizarre, but what we're going to do is we're going to attack in with Death Shadow. They go to block with Gurmag, hopefully. We cast this. We ping ourselves down to 7. It grows just enough to live. Or they take it on the chin. That's cool. Yeah, because even if they hit us with both... I'm just gonna... In that case, I'm just gonna play out Monkey, hold up Spell Pierce. Now, I had a cool guy idea that was gonna be really neat. We were gonna ping ourselves and kill their Gurmag and have double blockers for the Neonate. It was gonna be real awesome. We would have been real impressed, everybody. Okay. Okay. Well, this is gonna go up on the YouTube as more of a demonstrative thing. Definitely not of my skill. My god, this week was horrible. But we did get at least one win. Not admittedly against a tier deck, but we had a lot of fun, I like to film. Where do we leave off on Shadow? I know I've said this before a lot on this channel, and I'll keep saying it. Good decks are good, and you should play them. I think Shadow is actually pretty good. And what I might need to do is I might need to watch a little bit more. I just saw this, and like I love Death Shadow decks, so my brain just instantly went, I gotta play this. I gotta play it. It is a Death Shadow deck putting up results in Modern. It appeared in multiple top 8s. There's gotta be something, and there is. Admittedly, those people in the top 8s are going to be a lot better than, well, yours truly here. So I'm going to say that they know a little bit more than what I do. So I do really see something here. I'm not sure Orcish Bowmasters. I think it's an upgrade to the deck. I think it is a card the deck has been waiting for. It is a lot of value for just 2 mana at instant speed, no less. And it also hates on things like Teferi and all the things the deck had problems with. Bowmaster is an answer to. Like things that just gum up the board, attack from multiple angles, getting 2 bodies off the Bowmaster is relevant. The fact that each additional Bowmaster, while it only adds 1 additional body instead of 2, it grows one of your existing bodies, which is huge, while dealing damage. So you just get this cascading effect. They are great. I really don't have many complaints about this deck. I'm probably going to do some Pioneer in the near future, just because the Man Traders this month is Pioneer, and I have been wanting to get a little bit into that format. I know all the focus is on Modern because of the One Ring, but this will kind of let the... I don't want to say the hype die down, but it'll kind of take a little bit of the pressure off of it. You know, like, I'll be able to do this, and we'll see what's happening. We're definitely going to be back, at least with another Modern League next week, because I'll probably do... I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. I'll let you all know on my Twitter, whether I do or don't. I'm meant to put up the end screen. I do thank everyone here for watching. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, just because of the holiday, but I will 100% be back this Wednesday. I might do something a little bit different. I might not do Magic. I might do like Fortnite or something. So I do hope to see you all there. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to wrap and we're going to raid out. Who we're going to raid out onto is... Let me go ahead and I'll just mute our desktop audio. Again, I want to thank everyone for watching, and of course Milk Crate, I do very much appreciate the follow. We're going to be raiding out to a streamer I quite like. We're going to be raiding out to Freak You Nasty, who is playing who has gone to the dark side, I'm afraid. Freak You Nasty playing the One Ring over there, but they but he is running it in Bring to Light, which I think is kind of, it's definitely a different take on it. I always do really enjoy Freak streams. I highly recommend them. Work in there when I can. But I'm going to recommend this one to you all. You have a great one. We're going to raid out, and I'll see you all on either tomorrow or Wednesday.